Congratulations, class of 2012, for making it to this last. Now it's time to get ready for some incredible firsts. Thank you.
Hey guys. How do I sound? Beautiful. Okay. I'm David. You may know me as the Optimist, or both. All right, I should start. You just want to watch your kids walk across the stage. Wow, high school graduation. It seems like just yesterday that we were sitting uncomfortably in the unfairly hot sun, pretending to care what an 8th grader had to say about middle school. And now here we are, 4 years later, pretending to care what I have to say about high school. Time flies when teachers constantly insist to you that you're having fun. Speaking of teachers, I should take this chance to make the obligatory grad speech remark that they really did form the backbone of this fine institution. From the countless periods they spent trying to figure out a smartboard, to the extra hours they stayed after school those days going over the apparently crucial problems that we didn't get to in class, I think I speak for everyone when I say our teachers gave us some of our most treasured memories. Their guidance and instruction will undoubtedly serve us well as we go on to the next phase of our lives. But before we take that step, it's important, or so I'm told, to look back on the last 4 years and remember all the good times. Don't look too closely, you'll ruin it. But at just the right distance, if you squint your eyes the perfect amount, some semblance of nostalgia over the years spent at this beautiful, beshingled campus may emerge. Remember showing up 2 days before everyone else for the nonsensical boot camp that was freshman orientation way back in the mystical time of 2008? There's nothing quite like senior year to convince you that high school is really great, and then, in the same breath, rip it out from underneath and never give it back. All this, is over. Coming to terms with that reality is something I'm sure a lot of my classmates are still grappling with right now. I know I, for one, certainly am. Because as much as we can remind one another in our yearbooks to keep in touch and stay close by, and if we are lucky enough to be friends with the really cool kids, hags, we'll never be able to replicate these 4 years now that they're over. So here comes the mandatory inspirational encouragement. Get those email addresses from friends who you're afraid to ask. If kids are still even emailing these days, probably Twitter or Foursquare, who the hell knows anymore. Tell that special someone, or something, we don't judge at the Gun High School, how much he or she, or it, means to you. Take an extra picture or two, even if it has to turn into an extra 40 because your mother has some kind of glitchy trigger finger reflex. This is it. After this, we're done. Onwards and upwards, to greater glory, to lives of infinite potential, probably. In the end, this whole experience is bitter, and it is sweet. I wish there were a word for that. Above all, it is momentous, and it should be savored, long and hard. That's what she said. With apologies for the mildly vulgar innuendo, I submit that nothing really fits the end of high school better than such a joke. Because when I squint just right and look back on these 4 years, I see a time filled not by stints of 10 AP tests in 2 weeks, but by a great chance, maybe the last chance, to just forget everything once in a while and be a kid. But tragically, inevitably, with those memories in hand to keep a piece of us in high school forever, move on we will. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and Dave, you've got one more follower to your blog. Call it content control. Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you first and foremost to Principal Villalobos, Ms. Hall, Director of Student Activities, to Iman. I ran into Jerry Yang at a function, co-founder of Yahoo. And we had a great conversation, and I asked him what he's doing now because he's got a lot of money and doesn't really have a job right now. He said, I learn. I said, what do you mean? He said, I never stop learning. He meets with people, he advises people, he listens to people's ideas and helps direct them, but what they don't know by getting something from him is he's getting a lot from them in return. So for me, I always say, never stop learning, continue your education. 4-year university, 2-year university, community college, it doesn't matter. If you want to take a job, learn how to do it at a high level. Activate your mind. Some of the parents in the back know what I'm talking about, right? For you graduates now, mom and dad or your whoever you live with or whoever is with you a lot, they're not going to be able to do it for you anymore. You've got to do it yourself. Decide what you will do and what you won't do, despite what other people will think or do. Set expectations for your success. But it can't stop there. You set expectations, write them down, put them in your iPad, put them in your iPhone, put them someplace where you can see them. But then right underneath it, put how you're going to work towards those goals, how you're going to reach those expectations. And the most important thing of both of those is be ready to adjust. Set reasonable goals. And real quickly, just to summarize, never stop learning. Have an active mind. Motivate yourself with positive outlook. Be mentally tough when times are hard. Set your own standards of behavior. It can keep you out of trouble. Set specific goals for yourself and work diligently towards those goals and be ready to adjust. Thank you very much. Go Titans.
For our gift, the class of 2012 will provide the final payment for a new 7-foot bronze Titan statue to put in the lobby of the new gun gym, which is being built right over there.
Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Dunlap. They are selected by the class of 2012 themselves to read the students' names.
Oz Amram. Roy Peleg. Nola McConan. Eddie Zhao. Melissa Cunha. Rishi Agarwal. Eve Kelly. Elizabeth Aldaco.
The Palo Alto Board of Education, including Ms. Klausner and Ms. Mitchell here, affirm and certify that the students have completed the requirements for graduation as established by the Palo Alto Board of Education in the state of California. I declare the class of 2012 graduated.